If you're from Canada, I'm pretty sure you are very, very, very familiar with the Double Double from Timmy's. Obviously, you're Canadian. What the hell am I asking you for? You obviously know what that is. But do you know about this beer? It's a coffee milk stout, right? Coffee milk stout. And maybe a play on a Double Double, but in beer format. We've had one before. That one didn't turn out as well, but this one will probably be a little bit better. Beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is by the Old Tomorrow Brewing Company out of Toronto, Ontario. We have their Double Up Coffee Milk Stout. Dun dun dun. Flavored strong beer, 6.5% alcohols by volume. No listed IBUs here on the very coffee forward looking can. Does have a kind of a Timmy's vibe, you know, coloration. You got a little bit of red moving into brown with a little bit of, orangey, yellow beige notes in here. Very reminiscent of an old Timmy's cup color palette kind of thing. Yeah, Double Up. Ooh, I'm gonna think it's very similar to a Double Double. So without further ado, actually before we do that, what's the IBUs in this bad boy? Do we have any? Nothing on the website, nothing on Untapped either, so we're going in blind, which is totally fine. Let's see, Beer 101 pint glass, as per usual when we hang out here in Niagara. And oh my lord, one thing for sure, it does not look like a Double Double, because Double Doubles are double creamed. And this is pretty damn dark. This looks like coffee with a very medium to dark brown head on top. Looking fantastic. It was stout. Let's dive in on the nose. Holy fuck. The nose. Immense, bold, rich coffee aromas with a hazelnutty, chocolate forward aroma as well, with a little bit of cream in there, but not overly sweet. This has the smell of excellence. Amazingly true to form coffee roastiness out of it. Decadent milk chocolate and hazelnut spread qualities. This does not smell like a typical Double Double, but this smells like a beautiful either coffee or dessert or beer. Holy shit. I'm diving in. Okay. Flavors transition over quite well from the nose, but not as at the same huge intensity, which I actually find as a really pleasant thing, because it's not overly intense. It's a lot more toned down on the flavor versus the nose, which I do appreciate, because aromas can be intense and boisterous, but sometimes flavors, if they're like that, they can be overpowering and overbearing on the palate. But goddamn, cheers everybody, let's keep on drinking. This thing's a treat. Again, decadent coffee with a nice hit of cream in there. Definitely more reminiscent of a Double Double when it comes to the to the flavor of this. Obviously not a direct equivalency, but quite enough so. Good bit of roastiness on here, with again a little bit, just more of a subtle hint of the hazelnut and milk chocolate in the background, and a little bit of graham cracker going on too. But definitely more coffee forward, a little bit of cream, light hazelnut, and somewhat of a touch of chocolate going on. Full-bodied beer, but not overly syrupy or thick, and doesn't sit that heavy in the old gut here, which I really do appreciate. Just thinking of what this beer is in stature on aroma and flavor, doesn't translate that into a stickiness or heaviness of a mouthfeel or body of beer, which I do quite appreciate. Looking on the can, double up, coffee, milk stout, creamy coffee and espresso flavor. We do have a description here. Oh, Canada. I always have a hard time with this word. Quintessential flavor of the classic Canadian brew. Creamy body, amazing aroma, with dark roasted coffee notes and just the right amount of sweetness. 6.5%, no idea the IBUs. Old Tomorrow Ltd, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. On the bottom, there is no date code, so I'm not sure when this beer was packaged on or when it's best before. Kind of a bummer, but still fantastic. Over on the website, oldtomorrow.com. Over here you have a separate description. No ABV, no IBUs, nothing fancy, just a beautiful picture of the beer in a glass with a couple donuts. Obviously you got your vanilla dip donut, you got chocolate with chocolate glaze, and it looks like you do have a regular glazed donut. Damn good stuff. Description is totally different from on the can. It reads, wait, a double up beer? Yep, you got it. Growing up in Canada, the double-double, or as we say, double up, which is weird, I've never heard the term double up, you always hear double-double, was a staple. 2 creams and 2 sugars. We took that silky smooth and sweet coffee that we remembered growing up on and said, let's make a beer. Our coffee milk stout takes a deliciously dark stout and tempers it with cream and coffee flavors and added lactose so it's silky and smooth. You'll notice big coffee aromas, a fulsome body, and a smooth, soft finish. There is no bitter aftertaste, and you'll want to pair this with mittens and a cold winter day. Get your double up at the LCBO, Loblaw, Sobeys, Vince Markets, and more. Now, like I did say earlier, I did have a beer going to, try to emulate a Tim's Double-Double. I had that a while ago, and they did use lactose, but they used a fuck ton of lactose and just made it undrinkable. This, on the other hand, by Old Tomorrow, beautiful. Downright fan-freaking-tastic. Didn't really expect the hazelnutty quality, or at least that's how I'm receiving it with that chocolate. That's not in a double-double, but it is a very close, not competitor, but very close rendition of a double-double, but in a beer format. So I commend you guys. You did a fantastic job with this particular brew. Over on Untapped, Double Up Coffee Milk Stout has been given a 3.9 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 221 ratings. What does somebody say? Medium intensity with decent balance, good drinkability, and satisfying overall flavor. Surprisingly good. Predominant dark roast coffee note paired with caramel and dairy-like character. A wisp of dark fruit, medium weight on the palate. So yeah, kind of similar to what I said, but I did not get the caramel or dark fruit. But I like where they're coming from. Good stuff. Over at the LCBO, if you want to pick up the double up, because you know what, if you love double doubles and you do have a little bit of crush on Tim's, I mean, I guess not much anymore, but the double double, the good old days. And you're wondering how much this beer costs? It's not much. It's $3.25, right at that average that I'm making it to be for craft beer here in Ontario with the LCBO. You get a 6.5% double, 6.5% coffee milk stout For $3.25, that is a very great emulation of a double-double, but in beer format, you can't go wrong at all. Solid stuff. Cheers on the final sip, guys. Let's get ready to ratings and wrap this thing up. Old Tomorrow, double up, coffee, milk stout. To be honest, when I first had that double emulation from another brewery, not gonna name names, I was very hesitant on trying another one because I'm thinking, oh no, lactose and stouts, and a milk stout specifically, is gonna be too much, too sweet. So I was a little nervous going into this, but boy, was I wrong. A beautiful, bold, and intense and rich aroma on the beer. The flavors from the aroma transition over beautifully, losing a little bit of that intensity, but for a good reason, because it doesn't make it overbearing, cloying, overpowering by any means on the palate. You're just dying for another sip with this beer. Fantastic, nice, creamy bodied beer, not overly heavy, doesn't sit heavy in the stomach, and it's not sick or thick or syrupy. By far a winner in my book. Double up gets a solid 9.1 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, the can design on here doesn't resemble a Timmy's cup, specifically, but the colors do, and I noticed that, and I really do appreciate that. Beautiful can design. ABV listed, no IBUs, not a big deal. Short and sweet description, can appreciate that. No ingredients, no canned on date or best before date. Bit of a bummer there, but not too bad. Website, though, on the other hand, looks a little bland, but they do give a totally different description compared to the can. No IBUs, no ABVs, but goddamn, that description is pretty damn perfect. Overall presentation gets a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, we greatly appreciate it as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. So grab me a double, cause it's cold outside and I need some coffee. Even though I don't drink coffee anymore, cause it fucks with my head. But hey, in beer form, it's perfect. Cheers.